Today, we're going to take a look at some of the differences between dual enrollment and advanced placement, particularly as it applies to high schools and universities in Georgia. Everything that we discussed today is accurate as of August 2024, and if you're viewing this video at a later date, I would encourage you to refer to our website for more current information. You can find us at ecore.usg.edu. And I'm Austin Clay, a team member at the University System of Georgia's eCampus. One of the programs we will be talking about related to dual enrollment is eCore, which provides award-winning, fully online courses at 21 University System of Georgia public colleges and universities. But more on that in just a bit. So let's start with the basics. Advanced placement are courses that you take in your high school that provide you with high school credit. At the end of the term, you pay for and take a test that is scored on a scale of 1 through 5. The score that you get determines whether or not that you get college credit. And the score that is required for credit at one college is likely to be very different than that of another college. Dual enrollment is different in that you are actually taking college classes that provide you with credit for both college and high school, assuming that you pass the course. In Georgia, dual enrollment classes are free to low cost, but you must be accepted into that college. So let's go a little more into the pros and cons of each. Advanced placement means that you are taking an advanced and really quite rigorous class from a teacher in your high school. You can expect a very deep dive into the subject and will typically find that it requires a whole lot more studying than your normal classes do. No matter what grade you make in the class, you'll still need to take an exam from the College Board to be able to possibly gain college credit. These exams are graded on a score of 1 through 5. It's totally up to a given university to determine what subjects and what scores they'll accept. Let's take a look at an example. At the University of West Georgia, a score of 4 on the English language exam will get you credit for English 1101. If you score a 5, then you'll get credit for both English 1101 and English 1102, both of which are in the required curriculum. But at South Georgia State University, a 4 would get me credit for both of these courses. These policies are always fluid and subject to change, so I would recommend checking each institution's transfer equivalence charts. Here are some of the more common AP classes offered at high schools: English language, world history, US history, psychology, pre-calculus, macro and microeconomics, biology, chemistry, pre-calculus, French, and Spanish. So in summary, an AP class has the advantage of being offered right in your high school. If you don't do so well, it's not going to have any effect at all on your college GPA. If you're successful, college admissions teams will see that you completed some rigorous classes. It will also give you a 0.5 boost on your GPA as calculated for Georgia's Hope Scholarship. Now let's take a look at dual enrollment. It works quite differently than AP. For dual enrollment, you're actually taking real college classes, and if you pass them, then you also get high school credit. While some students actually go to a college campus to take these, USG eCore enables you to take them fully online. When I was in high school, taking eCore classes online really helped me because I played multiple sports, and because of games, missing the last 2 periods of classes wasn't really unusual. Plus, I really just liked this flexibility. Courses offered through dual enrollment at most institutions are similar to the AP subjects in that they are the basic courses you'll typically take in your freshman and sophomore years of college. At the same time, they are the courses that fulfill your Carnegie unit graduation requirements for public high schools in Georgia. What's pretty cool is that a unit that you need in high school that usually takes all school year only takes 1 semester in dual enrollment. This slide list is just a sampling of dual enrollment courses that you can find through eCore at most of Georgia's public colleges and universities. Examples of courses that you can take are English Composition 1 and 2, College Algebra, Elementary Statistics, Principles of Chemistry 1 and 2, Government, World History 1 and 2, American Lit 1 and 2, Intro to Philosophy, Intro to General Psychology, Theater Appreciation, Principles of Microeconomics, and many more. So in summary, a dual enrolled class also gives you an advantage with college admissions teams because they can see that you can do college level work. Like AP, it also gives you a 0.5 GPA boost as calculated by the Hope Scholarship. But the biggest pro of all is that it is generally easier to get actual college credit for a dual enrollment class. On the flip side, if you don't do well, it will be on your college transcript. So now that you know that you are interested in taking either AP courses or dual enrollment or both, how do you get started? Well, with AP courses, you are only working with your high school and typically your guidance counselor as well to determine if this is a good fit for you. Usually, you'll just need to show desire, motivation, and have the prerequisites out of the way. For dual enrollment, you'll need to apply directly to a college or university. For most University System of Georgia's public colleges and universities, there is a minimum GPA requirement of somewhere between 3.0 and 3.25, and you may need SAT or ACT scores depending on the institution. Let's take a look at an example. So these are the dual enrollment requirements for Middle Georgia State University. While many institutions require that you be a junior or a senior in high school to enroll, Middle Georgia allows sophomores so long as they meet minimum score requirements for the SAT or ACT. As a junior or senior, you wouldn't need to meet those scores. So here are the requirements for University of North Georgia to be a dual enrolled student, and they are a little bit different. There's no test scores required, but you do have to be a junior or a senior. Additionally, the minimum GPA requirement is 3.25. Next, I want to take a look at one of the most important questions about dual enrollment versus AP, and that is, how does it affect your admission to college? So personally, I took a lot more dual enrollment courses than I did AP classes, but I did take a few AP. Some people suggested that AP would look better on my college application, but this wasn't my experience. I applied to two major universities. The University of Georgia was the first, and it is quite competitive. I got in on the first round. Shortly afterwards, I was also accepted to the University of Alabama, and with a 75% scholarship. If you're wondering, I did choose the University of Alabama and was able to graduate in 3 years. Alabama also accepted all of my dual enrollment coursework, which is pretty standard for a public institution. I returned to the state of Georgia for my graduate work and job. For your AP courses, your best bet is your guidance counselor. But for online dual enrollment in the University System of Georgia, we're here to help. Any process or question that we can help you with, just email us at ecore@ecampus.usg.edu. We will respond to you right away. Thank you.